I feel like a lion, I'm so strong. Bring me the legacy, I'm so fun. I feel like an energy is going inside my mind. Hey, see, I'm so fun. Come on, let me breathe. Come on, let me breathe. Come on, let me breathe. Let me breathe. I know we'll let it show. Come on, let me breathe. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. I wanna see the dance.
Hi guys, congratulations on making it to part 5 of your core series. Let's get started today with our props. So if you'd like to grab your ball or your block or whichever prop you've been using throughout this series, and we will make our way down to our back. So hands out in front of you, exhale belly to spine, slowly rolling down, and then landing with your heels in close towards your bottom, hands behind your head, interlacing your fingers, thumbs down the back of your neck. Exhale, you're gonna curl up, you're gonna squeeze that ball in between your knees, inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up, squeeze that ball between your knees, inhale, lower. 10 more like this. Exhale, curl up, draw the belly down, squeeze the ball, inhale, lower. Exhale, practicing that breath, always practicing that breath, inhale, lower. Exhale, drawing the belly down, squeezing the ball, inhale, lower. Remembering that as we exhale, we contract that TA, our transverse abdominis muscle, inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up, inhale, lower. And that TA muscle is the muscle that wraps all around our core like a corset. Okay, so we want to tighten and strengthen that muscle for really good core activation. Exhale, curl up, squeeze that ball in between the knees. Inhale, lower. Exhale and up, pull that belly button down, squeeze the ball. Inhale, lower. Good. Remember, you can move slower than I'm cueing if you need. Inhale, lower. And then land, we're going to take the ball out. From here, extend your left leg out, take your right leg into tabletop, interlace your hands behind your thigh, push that right leg away from you, dive over the knee. I'm just going to adjust a little bit. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. How slowly can you roll back to the mat? So this is our single leg assisted roll up. Exhale, push through the back of that right leg, dive over your knee as you land the foot. Inhale, stack tall through the spine. Exhale, belly draws in, you tuck your tailbone under and you roll down as slow as you can, allowing that foot to naturally lift. Inhale, lower. Let's go again. Flex the foot, drive through the base of the foot and the hamstring. Arms go straight. You lower that foot down like it's really heavy, dive over your knee. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, tuck your tailbone under, allow your right foot to slowly drag in and lift. Control the release. Go 2 more. Exhale, flex and drive. Try and keep that left leg heavy. So try not to let the left foot lift. Dive over the leg. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, big breath out. Slowly, slowly pulling the belly in, lowering. Remember, there's that tricky spot when we do these assisted roll-ups on the way up and down where you either want to throw yourself or flop. We're using a big exhale in the groin of the belly to control our movement. Inhale, tall. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Slowly roll down, pull the belly button in. Inhale and release. Beautiful. Diving up and over that knee. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. And exhale, we'll make our way back down to the mat. Slowly, slowly, slowly release it down. Release your right leg down to the floor now. Take your left leg up, interlace your fingers, flex your left foot, push that leg away from you as you dive over your knee. Inhale, sit tall, big breath in, reaching up through the crown of the head. Exhale, belly to spine. Slowly, slowly lower down. Big breath out here. Inhale and release. Flex your left foot. Push that foot away from you. Drive through the base of the foot. Dive it down to the floor. Reach over your knee. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Dragging that left foot in. Big exhale here, guys. Slow it down. Inhale, release it to the floor. Keep going with this movement. I'm going to give you guys some cues. So we're rolling up through the spine, articulating. So we're picking one vertebra up at a time as we roll up. Inhale, stretch through the crown of the head at the top. Exhale, lay the spine down one vertebra at a time. So as slow as you possibly can. And as you move through this, the right heel and the right back of the leg stays heavy down to the floor. Okay, so if you're lifting that right leg, we're using a lot of hip flexor. Okay, so we're trying to minimize that throughout this movement. Think about pressing your right heel down into the floor if it's really wanting to lift. Exhale, dive over your knee. Inhale and tall. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, slowly roll down, allowing that left foot to naturally lift, drawing the belly down. Inhale and lower. Exhale, flex and push. Big breath out, pull the belly in, dive over around the spine. Inhale, sit tall. And exhale, curl it down, slow. Slow, use the breath out. Inhale and land. Nice. From here, hands go behind the back of the head. Draw your belly down, little tuck under of the tailbone if you need it. You're going to lift your left leg to tabletop as you curl up and over into a crisscross towards that left leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, right leg to tabletop, crisscrossing over to that right leg. Inhale, lower. So exhale, belly draws down, cross, pulling that right hip over towards your right rib to your left hip, sorry. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up, left rib cage to right hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up, coming up towards that left leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, coming up over to that right leg. Okay, so I know you guys know this, but I'm going to say it again. We're thinking about rib to hip, opposite rib to hip, rather than elbow to knee. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, down. And every time you lift into this crisscross position, can you get both shoulder blades off the floor? Inhale, lower. Exhale, belly draws down. Try and lift those shoulder blades up and away from the mat. Inhale, lower. Use your breath out to lift. Draw your belly button down. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Breath out. Inhale, lower. You've got it. You slow this down as much as you need so that you can maintain the exhale, the draw down of the belly as you lift, and that inhale controlled lower. Okay, so no need to rush through it if you feel like you can't maintain that control. Great, release. From here, guys, we're gonna make that diamond. So index fingers together, thumbs connect, little diamond or triangle position. We're gonna lift our hips up so that our low back goes into flexion. Draw the belly down. We're gonna tap our left toes away from us, and then we're gonna circle our knee out to the side and back through center. Right toes away from us, circle your right knee out to the side and up through center. So reach the left toes away. Inhale as the knee sweeps out to the side, in and center. Right toes away. And take it all the way around and center. Okay, so see what breath works for you. You can inhale as the leg goes away. Exhale as it completes that circle and comes through center. Inhale, right leg away. Exhale, draw the belly button down. Sweep that knee around and in. Okay, toe tap away. Take the leg out to the side and center. Right toes away. take it out to the side, and center. All right, important cues here, guys, is the pelvis stays heavy, so it's not rocking and shifting with you. Your core is having to stabilize against the movement of the leg away and the weight of the leg as it goes out to the side and back in. So the bigger you make that circle, the harder the core has to work to stop the pelvis from tipping with the knee. So inhale, toes away, sweep that knee out to the side and in. Inhale, left toes away, exhale, draw that belly button down, sweep the left leg out to the side and in. Keep going at a pace that works for you. Remembering that your hands are there to assist your low back into flexion. We're trying not to let the low back extend because again, that means the core has lost control of the pelvis and the pelvis is kind of just moving with the weight of the leg. Alrighty, release the hands. Pull your knees in, give yourself a little rock and roll side to side. We're gonna go hands down nice and wide. We're gonna draw our belly in and lift our legs to tabletop. Knees stacked over hips, 90-degree bend behind the knee. Let both knees come out to the side, keeping the knees glued to one another. Exhale, belly down through center. Inhale, over to the right, letting the left side of the pelvis lift. Exhale, belly down and center. Keep alternating, both knees to the left. Exhale, belly down, lift it through center. Inhale, both knees to the right. Exhale, belly down, take it through center. So here, guys, remember that both of our shoulder blades are heavy. We're rotating from the low back, so inhale, take it over. Both knees, keep them glued together. Exhale, belly to spine, take it back down. Inhale, both knees to the left. Exhale, pull the belly button to the spine as you go back through center. Remember, we are always breathing. We're using that exhale to activate the core when we need that support to lift back up. Exhale and center. Inhale and over. Exhale and center. Good. The further over you go with the knees, guys, the harder this is for the core to lift the weight of your legs back up. So play with the range. As you feel you're gaining more strength, take the knees over a little further, but make sure you're keeping the shoulder blades flat on the floor and that you're really using your exhale and drawing the belly button down to lift the knees back up. And again, take it as slow as you need. There's no need to move at the same pace as me. When you're feeling good, bend your knees, hug your knees into your chest, and then give yourself a little rock up to seated position. Coming on over now, guys, we'll make our way over to hands and knees. So this is our quadruped, remembering that wrists go underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. We're one long line from the crown of the head to the tailbone. We're gonna reach our right hand forward, left leg back, and then we're gonna crunch the elbow to the knee, reach them back out and lower. Switch sides, right hand forward, left foot back, lift the arm and the leg, exhale, round the spine, bring the elbow to the knee, inhale, reach and lower. All right, exhale, opposite arm and leg, lift and round, inhale, reach and lower. Extend the arm and the leg. Pull the belly to the spine, exhale, round, really pulling that belly button in. Inhale, lengthen and lower. Extend the arm and the leg, lift. Keep the spine stable, exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen, lower and park. Right hand, left leg, lift. Exhale, round, pull that belly button into your spine, lengthen and lower. Keep going like this. So it's an extension. You're pulling your fingers and toes away from each other. You're rounding and pulling the belly button in, reaching back out and lowering. And as you do this, as you transfer weight from opposite arm and leg to the other opposite arm and leg, trying not to tip the body side to side. So you're staying quite stable, using that core to stabilize against the lift of the arm and the leg. And then you're rounding, flexing, extending, and lowering. Okay, so really dynamic way to work the core. And remember, as always in quadruped, whichever hand is grounded is pushing the floor away from you so that we're not hanging out into the shoulders. Reach, lift, exhale round, inhale lengthen, and lower. Reach, fingers stretch away from toes, exhale round, inhale lower, all the way down. As the arm and the leg lift, can you think about touching both sides of the room? Round, reach the opposite sides of the room, lower and release. You guys have got it. If you're feeling fatigued, take rests as you need them. So you can always pause the video and then keep going, or just pause, take a little child's pose and rest. Good. Sit your hips back to your heels. Give your hands a little bit of a shake. Well done for making it through that. Let's come on over to face the long side of our mat. We'll grab our pillow again if you like that support underneath your knees. Your left knee will go down, your right leg will extend out, hands go behind the head. We're gonna side bend to the left. We're gonna pivot and point the chest down, come back through center and lift. So side bend, rotate, center, and lift. Side bend, rotate, point that chest down, center, and lift. Keep going. Here's the cues. As you rotate, keep your elbows wide so that you're not tempted to just fold that top elbow to feel like you're rotating. Really try and rotate, point the chest down, center, and lift so that we're actually getting the rotation of the rib cage. Lower, rotate, center, exhale, belly to spine and lift, and release your hands down, give it a little roll out. All right, second side, right knee down, left leg extends, hand behind head, we side bend, rotate, point the chest down. Center, exhale, belly to spine and lift. Inhale, side bend, exhale, rotate, inhale, center, exhale, lift. Breathing, inhale, lower, exhale, belly to spine, rotate. Inhale, side and lift. Inhale, exhale, belly to spine, rotate. Inhale, back and exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Inhale, side bend, exhale, rotate. Inhale, exhale, lift. Good. Release the hands down. And then from here, we're gonna come on over. Okay, so you can move that pillow out the way if you like, and then we'll come to lie down long ways on our mat, left elbow underneath left shoulder. We're gonna lift up into that clamshell plank, reach your right hand overhead, reach it back to your hip and lower. So lift, reach your right hand overhead, pull that elbow in, hand to hip and lower. Lift your clamshell plank, reach, elbow in, hand to hip, lower. Lift, squeeze that top knee up, reach hand overhead, bend and lower. As you lift, you're pushing through that bottom knee and that bottom forearm and squeezing your hips up and forward. Exhale, lift, squeeze the hips up and forward, reach, bend, lower. Exhale, lift, open that top knee nice and high, squeeze and press your hips forward, bend and lower. Exhale, lift, reach, bend, hand to hip, lower, and release. Second side, knees out in line with your hips, hips in line with shoulders, so you're one long line from the crown of the head to the knees. We lift, reach left hand over, bend, hand to hip, lower hips to floor. Exhale, lift the hips, reach the hand overhead, bend, hand to hip, lower. Here we go, push through the forearm, push through the knee, reach with the top hand, bend, hand to hip, lower. Really think about squeezing and lifting the hips, pushing the hips forward, bend and lower. As you open, how much can you open that top knee? Reach, bend, lower. Good, almost there. Exhale, belly to spine, lift, reach, bend, lower. Lift, push those hips forward and up, reach, bend, lower. Exhale, lift, good. Draw that belly in, bend and lower. Great. Make your way on over to your belly now, guys. You're almost there. You're doing really well. Reach your hands overhead, toes behind you, belly in. Lift your legs, lift your arms, and then opposite arm and leg lift, lower, lift, lower. Opposite arm and leg are lifting and lowering as you draw that belly in. You open that chest forward, reach through your fingers, reach through your toes, everything lifts, hold, and lower down. Hands in line with shoulders, guys, lifting your way on up, sitting your hips to your heels, and then peeling up to your knees. Well done, everyone, for making it through to the end of your part 5 of your core series. I hope to see you soon. Bye for now. Congratulations again, guys, for making it to the end of this series, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can continue on with other classes. Bye for now.